Yeah.
I'm up to here in death, motherfucker. Welcome, people. I'm not just broke, I'm broken.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what that feels like. I've been there.
I just said right before the start. I just sent it like a just sent a selfie to the guy. I'm like the latest guy. I'm like Tinder hooking with. We just point. We just mimic blowing fucking brains out. That was the last thing I did before I hopped on.
Oh.
No, the last thing I did was figure out what my dumbass nickname for this week was going to be. I need to start writing them down because I have no idea which ones I've already used. I know I used Maximum Carnage last week.
Yep.
This week it's the Max Hatter, as you can see.
Yeah.
I think I've used Mad Max Fury Road.
Yep.
I know I have used Maximum Overdrive, which I will force you to watch at some point if you haven't already. Have you seen Maximum Overdrive?
No.
The film that Stephen King directed.
No.
I think it's the only time. I think it's the only film he's ever directed, and it's a beautiful shit show. And that was Stephen King directing at the height of Stephen King, like cocaine Stephen King, like.
Yeah, I can imagine
that.
Yeah.
So, a man of my own, so
Yep.
to speak. Except he's a fucking quitter.
Yeah. So yeah, if you haven't worked out yet, hi, we're back.
We're in hell.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I think we should rename this entire podcast to maybe we died and this is hell. That's going. If I have a title on episode, that's going to be it. I think I was in a Facebook group called that at one point.
Yeah.
Where did I put my fucking nail polish? I'm going to murder someone.
Yeah, we're gonna cover. Let me check. One.
I actually have something that I need to cover this week.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
4. But anyway. So the first one.
I need to yell at people on Twitter again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting. This is on LGBTQnation.com.
Yeah.
A California state court on Wednesday ordered a San Diego Children's Hospital to continue providing gender-affirming hormone therapy and puberty blockers to trans youth for at least 1 more month. The court ruling gives local families and patients until March 10th to find similar care elsewhere, at which point another court hearing will determine whether the hospital continues to offer such care. Raleigh Children's Hospital stopped providing such care on February 6th in response to the current presidential administration's threats to end federal funding to medical institutions that offer gender-affirming healthcare. However, the state of California then sued the hospital, saying it was contractually obligated to provide the care. Superior Court Judge Matthew Branner said the case involved an extraordinarily thorny issue that placed the hospital between a rock and a hard place, but said that ending the care would place the hospital's 1,900 transduced patients under a risk of relative degree of harm. The hospital said it decided to end its transduced care under pressure from the president, who pledged to block research and educational grants as well as Medicaid and Medicare reimbursements to institutions that provide gender-affirming care to minors. Medicaid funding makes up 37% of the hospital's operating revenue. In response, California Attorney General Rob Bonta sued the hospital, saying it violated a legally binding 2024 contract it agreed to when Bonta approved its merger with the Children's Hospital of Orange County. The agreement required both hospitals to maintain their existing levels of specialty healthcare services, including gender-affirming care, through to 2034, and to obtain approval from the Attorney General before it reduced or eliminated the gender-affirming care. So yeah, basically, Rady Hospital has been given 1 more month to offer gender-affirming care.
Yeah. Well,
before inevitably they either shut down because of tactic Trump. Yeah, but yeah, at least families don't have to worry. So I suppose that's a bit of good news, I guess. Oh well.
Yeah. That's great news.
Yeah.
Happy for them. I don't know why I sound so fucking angry. I'm sorry. I just so happy. This is going to be another Max yells at. Oh, I just figured. Old Max yells at clouds. That's going to be a name at some point.
Yeah.
Which is the old man yelling at clouds meme.
Yeah. If you can.
This is how much I got to contribute when we talk about good news. I realize now why people don't want. Why we need to keep talking about trans people dying, because otherwise I have nothing to say. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a good thing. Like,
yeah. I mean, if the U.S. government, specifically Republicans,
all were locked in a little room, and then we let in a canister of I'm not going to finish this fucking joke because it's a gas chamber joke, and I maybe don't. If we just gas them, if we gas all the Republicans,
if
this is a clip show, which I'm going to work at whenever I can afford new editing software.
Yeah. What I was gonna say was, that joke would have been more funnier, but anyway, if they hadn't fucked with Medicaid and Medicare, a lot of people wouldn't have the problem. But anyway,
well, if they wouldn't have fucked with the Medicaid and Medicare, a lot of people wouldn't have died.
No, exactly.
So like, it's because that's the thing that you need. Like, that's what we're actually talking about when we're talking about healthcare and like stuff like that. And I am very thankful as a person who, as a person who has had to spend a lot of time in hospital, more time than I would like because of the the stroke that I've mentioned a couple of times before, once or twice. Like, if that had happened in America, I would be fucked. I would have been fucked.
Yeah.
I would have been fucked even sooner than I am now. But like, yeah, this is what this is. This is not. I'm not going to say that this is not good news, but it's more like lack of bad news. It's more like going back to what should be. Which I see a lot now. I see there seems to be a lot of goings on where like things that have been pulled back. Like we saw it with the cash review, which all the fucking Muppets turned on all of a sudden a few weeks back. Because apparently Hillary Cass?
Yeah, Hillary Cass, yeah.
I keep forgetting her fucking first name. I don't know why. I
Yeah.
did the same thing in the discussion with the Mary Chew. I literally forget her first name there as well. But yeah, Hillary Cass. Like when she appears to not be the most virulent transphobe in the world, all of a sudden they turn on the cast review and it's not good. I personally still don't think it's good. I personally still bad study. I still think it's bad science being conducted there. And if now, but what I'm saying is that like things seem to be not going super great for the anti-trans side, and I would say that as not as everything goes great for the trans people now, because they clearly like trans healthcare is still fucking whack. The fact that we have to make a political the fact that we have to make a political argument about what are to be or not to be as fucking people, the fact that should be up for debate, that's fucking hell. The fact that we put children at risk, I say we, but like as a society, the fact that like just in general trans care and like society's views of trans people aren't all that great, but from what they were like a year back, maybe it seems that some stuff are actually coming out that make me not hopeful, but a little bit less, I don't want to say doomer, because I hate every word and phrase that comes off the internet. So instead I'm just going to say hopeless. I feel a little bit less hopeless than I have, which is good.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, because I mean, it's funny that you brought up Hillary Cass, because I remember reading like this was like in Ireland, a politician, like I don't really give a fuck about him. He basically, on the strength of the Cass review, he has basically pulled the plug on a puberty blocker child. Because of what was in the review.
Then I fucking revert my statement. Welcome back, hopelessness. Hello, Doc, my old friend.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and
yeah, of course, politicians are still going to use it. Like I said, I'm not a fan of it. I still think it's bad science. I still think it's poorly conducted fucking research. I still think it jumps to conclusions that you shouldn't jump to.
Yeah, it's like here's the thing, right? If you read the Cass review, right? And you believe it,
And I did.
right? And you,
I
and
did it
you
for this show.
yeah, and you wholeheartedly, believe it, and you genuinely believe everything that's in it, and you wholeheartedly think that gender affirming care is harmful, and you are within, and you are so forthright in your convictions, and you are proud to voice those opinions, then voice them. Right? But at least have some conviction. Don't just say it and then say something different. Like, just come out with it. Say, listen, I stand by the cash review, and these are the points I make. Fine. Then we can agree to disagree, and we can move on. Right, but don't just.
Or you can come on here and talk to me a little bit.
Yeah, but again, I mean, this is just my opinion. But at least, if you did that, I wouldn't. But I would at least have some respect for you if you did that.
Yeah.
But I just feel that these people are just like moth to a flame. They're just clinging to it because, it's someone else who doesn't have any experience, doesn't have any expertise, none, who's just written a review just because she's a virulent, bigoted cunt. And that's it.
Yeah.
But
it was very
anyway,
fun when they all of a sudden decided to turn on her.
Oh yeah, it always
That
is.
gave me. What was I looking for? I was looking for something. I don't remember what I was looking for. Oh right, I need to check which one is it that I'm using as my microphone. Because I'm going to go out and smoke, and I want to.
All right. More good news, and this time it's in the Philippines.
Yeah.
In a president setting decision that could bode well for the legalization of same-sex marriage in the Philippines, the country's Supreme Court has ruled that same-sex couples can be considered co-owners of property acquired over the course of their relationship. The ruling came about based on a lesbian couple that is decidedly not interested in getting married.
While you're reading this, I'm going to go out and smoke.
Yeah, that's fine. The ruling.
Wait, what was the last part you said?
The ruling came about based on a lesbian couple that is decidedly not interested in getting married.
Okay, so how is this affecting gay marriage?
It isn't. It isn't. It's just old, like, the ruling promulgated on February 5th and penned by Associate Justice Josep Lopez made its way to the country's highest court after the two women had lived together for several years. In that time, they purchased a house and lot in Quezon City and registered it under only one partner's name. Then they decided to split. The two women initially agreed to sell the property and divide the proceeds equally, knowing they wouldn't benefit from community property laws afforded to married couples. The partner, who officially owned the house and lot, signed an acknowledgement confirming that the other had paid for roughly 50% of the purchase and renovation costs of the property. Then she reneged on a deal after she denied the other woman's co-ownership and refused to sell. The scorned partner went to court, filing a case based on the signed acknowledgement. A back and forth ensued over culpability, damages and lack of proof ensued across 2 courts and appeals before the case landed at the nation's highest court. A case pitting a similar but married plaintiff and defendant would normally fall under Article 147 of the Philippines Family Code. That article applies to couples who are legally eligible to marry and presumes joint ownership of property acquired during cohabitation. The High Court explained, but because the Family Code limits marriage to a union between a man and a woman, the High Court held that the case of a battling lesbian couple necessarily fall under Article 148, which applies to those prohibited from marriage and requires proof of actual contribution for a property to be considered common. Blah, blah, blah. Having admitted the actual contribution of petitioner, their corresponding shares are prima facie presumed equal. Thus, with Article 148 of the Family Code and the acknowledgement executed by respondent, petitioner is a co-owner to the extent of 50% of the share of the subject property, the ruling read. Blah, 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 blah. So basically, same-sex couples are now able to, let me go and rant, are now able to co-own the property. Basically.
That's nice.
So that's a huge win for the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
cheers to the Philippines.
Yeah. Specifically Manila in the Philippines. So yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Good job. Taking steps in the right direction, I suppose.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Let me just.
I have not this is just good news. I have nothing of value to add here. I'm more of a shit hits the fan kind of gal. And I'm trying very hard to not put my feet into the frame because I don't want to end up on Vicky feet.
No.
You have to pay me for that type of shit.
Yeah. Democrats reintroduce Trans Bill of Rights as a moral commitment to trans people. So Democrats in both the House and Senate.
Where did you say that happened?
Let me have a look.
Was it America?
Yeah, this is America, good old America.
America, fuck yeah.
Utah. Democrats reintroduce the Trans Bill of Rights as a moral commitment to trans people. Democrats in both the House and the Senate have reintroduced the Transgender Bill of Rights, calling on the federal government to codify the rights of transgender and non-binary people under the law and ensure their access to medical care, shelter, safety, and economic security. The effort is being led by Senator Ed Markey and Rep. Pramila Jayapal, who is the parent of a transgender child, who most notably absolutely handed it to Pam Bondi, the stupid fucking attorney. The pair also introduced the Trans Bill of Rights in 2023. We are laying out a comprehensive vision to provide protections for transgender and non-binary people, a vision that ensures every single person has a chance to thrive, Jayapal said during a press conference announcing the bill's reintroduction. A vision that says you are us, you belong, and you are worthy of the same rights as everyone else. This bill supports amending the Civil Rights Act to ensure that trans people have the same rights and protections as all other Americans. It creates a level playing field where trans people no longer have to fight tooth and nail to get the same treatment as their cisgender friends. Markey added, trans rights are human rights and they must be protected every single day of every single year. And we stand together in solidarity with the trans community and with those who fight for those rights, and with those who have too often been left out behind by a system that refuses to recognize their humanity. We are here today to ensure that every trans and gender diverse person in America can live freely, safely, and authentically. That's what the Trans Bill of Rights is all about. The legislation establishes that an estimated 1.6 million trans adults live in the United States, and says the Supreme Court affirmed in Bostock versus Clayton County that federal protection against discrimination on the basis of sex includes protection from discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity.
Yeah.
So yeah, more good news, but again,
More good news.
But again, this is where a sense of reality comes in. Given the track record of Democrats isn't exactly good, but
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
Positive, but on the positive side, it's a good start. So yeah. So let's hope that they can get this one over the line. I mean, they still have to deal with ICE, the ICE fucking thing.
Yeah. Keeps killing people.
And obviously they've got the midterm elections coming up soon, later this year. So yeah. But yeah, it's good news all round.
Well, there have been some bad stuff happening for the past few weeks.
Oh yeah.
We had a mass shooter going cray.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which isn't a trans issue, that's a mental health issue. I want to make that very clear.
Are you referring to the Canada?
Yeah.
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 So like, I don't want to hear anyone. Well, I've already seen people, like,
Yeah.
Oh, this was a trans person. Yeah. Okay. It was. I'm not going to. You don't see me counting out every time a cis person commits a mass shooting, you fucking idiot.
No.
Every time a cis white person.
This hasn't been confirmed, so I'm just putting it out there that I heard that this person was apparently in some neo-Nazi groups on Facebook.
I had that parent who killed their kids.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
That's what I thought.
I don't fucking.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. And I don't look. I don't.
But either way, someone's lost their life. And it's despicable.
Yeah, and like, Then being a trans person doesn't affect me at all. Like
No.
that doesn't affect how I view either myself or anyone else. What it does affect is the fact that like we're a trans person. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Nazi trans people out there, what the fuck? What the fuck is up with you? Because I see you around somewhere. And Nazi femboys need to go and jump in a fucking garbage disposal as soon as possible. Just dive right in there. You're probably small enough to fit. You fucking little cuties. You little cutie pies. You fucking little Nazi cutie pies. I'm going to make that into my ringtone. I get a call and all of a sudden it's just Nazi cutie pie. But like, I did for a while have the welcome. The bit I did at the beginning, like, we are getting another clip show. I promise. I haven't been able to pay for the editing software. That's why that's been held up. But like at the beginning of the clip shows, do a little welcome to the shit show, I think is what I sing at the beginning. That's just one little recording, and then I did the notes to it because I'd like, oh, this sounds like it fits. I did put that little soundbite as my text signal for a while. Welcome to the shit show. I think it's welcome to the shit show that I'm singing. I don't remember. Anyway, but like, I don't like Nazi fanboys, Nazi trans people. What the fuck is up with you? You're going in the chambers too. You're definitely going in the fucking chambers too. That's you weird little motherfuckers. They're not going to spare you. And I'm not going to spare you either. You get the fucking wall in my perfect universe. So like, all that you've done is essentially you've made yourself into the target of everyone. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, you worthless fucking scum of the earth. You absolute fucking cunts. You pieces of shit. You fucking garbage people. I hate you. I hate you so much. And I don't like to play like identity politics, like why are you identity politics? The goblin hiding under the bed. The identity politics. They're going to come out and eat me. I have a monster under my bed. Yes, I am completely sober, actually. I haven't had a drug in months. Well, it was that little, tab of acid that I took, but that's been out for weeks now. What I'm saying is that, like, what am I saying, Tor? Did you just lose power or something?
No.
Or did you forget lap on or something? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just went completely dark for a second.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know what I'm saying.
Basically,
I lost track.
You're basically telling them to go fuck themselves.
Oh yeah, right. I don't like to play like, oh, because you have this identity, you need to have these politics. Fuck that shit. I'm a queer little tranny and I love guns. Though that is considering how many anarchists are trans cat girls. Like, yeah, you're going to rule the revolution, aren't you? You should, yeah. And when Thoughts and Animals storm the Capitol, we'll watch C-SPAN for fun. Yeah. Sorry, that's a reference to a Penelope Scott song. This is just sugar, by the way. This is not. I'm not drinking either. It's this is literally called sugar drink. I'm not joking. That's what it says here. Sockerdricka. It literally translates to sugar drink. It's I don't know. It's one of these It sounds like someone who doesn't realize what like soda sounds like. Doesn't like, do you want some sugar drink, my young child? But my point is, I don't care what you identify as versus what your politics are. But if your politics are, let's exterminate all the trans people, and you're a trans person, or like, let's curb stomp femboys, and you're a femboy, possibly don't be that. Like, if you're a capitalist, and I'm using that word not as the fucking brain dead usage of like, capitalist means that I'm pro-capitalist. No, capitalist means that you own capital, you worthless fucking cretin. But if you're a fucking capitalist, maybe you can't be an anarchist. Like, just logically speaking, because all that you're saying is basic. Yeah, I'm a billionaire, but I'd like to hang all billionaires. Absolutely. Max, are you saying that we should kill all billionaires? Yes, literally every week on this fucking podcast. I've been saying that so much. We should round them up. Bill Gates gets the fucking bullet too. Elon Musk gets 2 bullets. The fucking child raping motherfucker. It sounded like I was about to say something else there, but I... Jeff Bezos, Jeff Bezos, he gets killed as well. I'm going to be drone striked by Amazon drones.
Yeah.
The daily delivery of bombs.
Yeah.
Same day delivery.
Yeah. God.
Yes, I think billionaires should die. That's my hot take. I'm the Max Hatter, motherfucker.
Yeah.
By the way, today's episode is sponsored by guillotines. Did you have any other news, or do you want me to jump into my?
I have one more, and then you can take over. So this one, I'm looking at this person right now. Yeah.
Always a bad sign.
Not a very joyful man. I'll put it that way.
Is it Glenna?
So, no, unfortunately not.
Or is it that fucking hack job actor that like decided to? What was it? What's his name? I don't remember. Jim Dreyfus.
James Dreyfus. No, not him. No, not him. This is another American dumbass. The title on like the title Trump's special election security advisor blames the devil for church pride displays. Blames the devil for church pride displays. You can't make this shit up. And that's not even the weirdest thing he said in a shocking recent interview. Yeah.
You're gonna have to go on. I can't stop. What the fuck did you just say to me? Oh no!
Clay Parrick, a special government employee whose conspiracy theories about the 2020 presidential election led to a recent FBI raid in a Fulton County, Georgia election office, thinks that gay pride, in inverted commas, displays in churches are evidence of the devil trying to brainwash people. Parrick reportedly refused to discuss when he became a special government employee or what his duties entailed when asked by a journalist with talking points and memo. TPM. He did, however, say that he did say that a pure evil secret political group of deep state agents is placing the US in grave danger.
I'm fucking dying! Doran, you murdered me!
Parrick, who believes the US hasn't had an honest election in decades, has participated in events with My Pillow entrepreneur, election conspiracy theorist, and former crack addict Mike Lindell.
Yes! I love him!
Parrick appeared as an expert cybersecurity witness to support the claims of vote rigging alleged by anti-LGBTQ plus Republican Carrie Lake. The Arizona Supreme Court tossed Lake's claim. Parrick also alleged that local cheating occurred in the 2024 elections, but he didn't mention any specific examples.
Of course he did.
He then said he had no faith in the United States and that freedom in the country is an illusion. When asked if he had faith in the president, he said, "If you put your faith in people, you're going to be hurt. The only person I put my faith in is in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ."
Oh, yes. Oh, God, I'm coming. Doran, I'm coming.
Right. So I'm not going to comment about anybody else. All I can tell you is I'm in this fight. He then sounded as if he was crying. People, honestly, you cannot make this shit up. This is an American. I'm literally I am literally reading this verbatim off of LGBTQnation.com.
Oh God, I love him.
Hell.
Mom, can we keep him? Mom, I want to keep him.
He then claimed that the restaurant chain Cracker Barrel is no longer selling real chicken.
What?
Adding their food was going down the hill before all their woke stuff. Conservatives blasted the chain for allegedly going woke last August 2025 after a temporary logo rebrand removed an old white guy from his logo. He then claimed he always puts alcohol in his soda to sanitize it.
What alcohol? Does he put rubbing alcohol in his...
I don't fucking know. He just says
what does he
alcohol.
What does you do with alcohol? This is just pouring vodka into the fucking cup.
I don't fucking know.
Oh.
Puts alcohol in his soda to sanitize it. That doesn't sanitize alcohol or soda. Like, what the fuck? Anyway.
He puts alcohol in his soda to sanitize it. No, he puts alcohol in his soda because he's a fucking drunk. He's a fucking alcoholic.
When asked if he thinks that the anti-American deep state trying to destroy the country was demonic in nature, he replied, "It's got to be, you know. And if you're asking me this to try to turn it around and make me out to be a whack job, well, you are. That's whatever."
Fuck! It hurts. This is. Okay.
There were a group of people now that they've gone off and they believe this stuff. Parrick said, "Controlling things and more power, that's evil. That's the devil's work right there. And so whether they're actually bowing down and drinking blood, okay, and doing whatever Satanists will do, that's irrelevant. When you do pure evil things that violate what God's instructed
I'm fucking crying.
you are evil.
I'm crying.
You are evil. You are demonic.
No.
Some of the churches are wrong that have gay pride stuff in it. He added, that's not a church. That's obviously the devil trying to brainwash people. That's my personal belief.
Yes, listen to me while I'm pouring some more alcohol into my soda.
That's the end of the article.
Fucking hero! What a fucking hero this person is. I'm fucking crying. I've got tears coming out of my eyes.
If you ever wanted to see, Max almost lose her breath, then you've seen it.
Jesus Christ, I'm not going to be able to recuperate from this. Oh! Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Torin! Why have you murdered me? I don't know if they drink blood. Did he actually say I don't know if they drink blood? Or did I'm not crying. I mean, I am crying, but I'm laughing. It's because I can't stop laughing. It's starting to hurt to smile. This is the dumbest shit you've given me since the Dylan Mulvaney stuff that also broke me. This has happened twice now on this podcast that I just break.
Yeah, he says, drinking blood and doing whatever Satanist will do. So he pours alcohol in his soda to sanitize it. That's not how it works. He thinks the devil. He blames the devil for the church, for church pride displays. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's a completely fucking wacko. Yeah. That's some fucking funny shit.
Oh, I am so glad you read that.
Excuse me, sorry.
I
would read it again, but I don't want to make Max worse.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful. It feels like I've gotten fucked. That's what it feels like right now. That's what I'm sorry, you're going to cover this for like 2 minutes while I go out and smoke a cigarette because I need to fucking compose myself. Before I can, I can't. Hey, Torin, I'm going to have to yell at people. I'm going to have to go into the mode where I'm yelling at people. And all I can think about is this fucking loon, this fucking crazy person, this fucking cartoon of a human being who pours fucking alcohol in his soda to sanitize. Still not entirely sure if it is rubbing alcohol he pours in his soda or if it's just like, I don't know. Is it ethanol or methanol that you pour in your soda? Are you going to go blind? Are you going to go blind in the upcoming future? And then when he's pissed out of his mind, clearly, because he's been drinking fucking... I'm having a fucking heart attack.
I mean, he even says, right? He then, right, after the first paragraph, he then said he had no faith in the United States, and that freedom in the country is an illusion. Like,
But yeah, because the
you
evil Satan
literally
is
cannot make this shit up.
because the evil Satan
Literally,
is deep state starts drinking blood.
yeah.
I only have faith in my Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. He literally said, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Oh God, I've been laughing so much I got the hiccup. I've been laughing so much.
Then, lower down, like, he claimed that the restaurant chain, Cracker Barrel, is no longer selling real chicken.
Dorian! This person is my fucking hero. I love him so much.
Of course it's not real chicken. Your FDA is so fucked. It puts whatever it wants in the fucking food. Of course it's not
Will
real
he
chicken.
be my Valentine? Will he be my Valentine? I love him. He's perfect. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I genuinely need to go out. You're going to need to hold the fucking fort for like 2 minutes. I need to go smoke because I cannot stop thinking about it, and I need to get into because how could you read that headline and how could it become worse? Toran. I swear to God, my landlord is going to come knocking. He lives in a house next by. I swear to God, he can hear me right now. I'm dying. Right here, right now, I'm dying. You officially murdered me. Congratulations, you killed Max. But how can you read that?
Honest to God, I did not think. Honest to God, like I did not think that one, this would nearly kill Max. Two, I did not honestly think that this article would be this fucking funny.
It's the funniest thing it's the funniest thing that has ever been fucking read on this podcast.
Like, I really do hate to shit on Americans. I really do, because I know it's a massive
I love this person. I love him so much.
Like, seriously, this person is royally fucking stupid.
What type of advisor was this guy to Trump?
Trump's special election security advisor. He was a security advisor.
I'm voting Trump. I'm now pro-Trump because this person is on the team. He's a fucking crazy person. What a fucking maniac. Oh my God. There is not a single thing that I can add.
Yeah.
I'm not recuperated. There is not a single thing that I can ever do or say that will be funnier than that. I'm still misty-eyed. I'm still got tears in my eyes. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so I'm going to go out and smoke a cigarette. I'm going to try to fucking compose myself a little bit so that every time I think of it, it starts again. This is the fucking Dylan Mulvaney dolphin thing all over again. And now you can see how it looks like when I completely fucking break down.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can how can the fucking title of the article not be the worst part? Do you know what I actually think is the worst part? Guess which part I found to be the absolute fucking most insane shit in that one. Because I don't think you're going to get it.
Putting alcohol in the soda.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fuck it. You got it right away. And the fact that he says that right after he says that, it's not real chicken, by the way. I'm sanitizing my soda with alcohol. You fucking maniac! Who are you? And also the fact that he just started, like, I don't know, started talking about my pillow guy. All of a sudden, did he even brought that up? I haven't thought of that guy in like 2 years, I think. I am so happy now. I'm so happy. I could die right now and my life would have been a success. There's a part of me that think, hey, maybe I should kill myself today just so I will end it happily. That was a joke, everybody. I'm too, you know. But
you see,
that's
this
the
is
most insane thing you've ever read.
Yeah, this is what happens when, specifically Christians who like him really end up believing all of this bullshit. But to think that he's literally, in this picture, he's in a courtroom, and he genuinely looks like the type of guy that genuinely believes this stuff. And it's like,
oh, look, there's not a shred of doubt in my mind that this guy is completely convinced that this is true, because nobody would say that. Like, there is a level of crazy. There is a level of crazy that you don't put out there if you don't actually believe it.
Yeah.
It's not going to convince anyone. This isn't going to make anyone believe in it. Nobody's going to read this. Nobody's going to listen to what he says and think, yeah, that seems like a person who has his fucking head screwed on tight. What they go and if you aren't crazy, if you aren't completely batshit fucking crazy, you know that. This person believes that what he says isn't crazy. He knows that some people may call him crazy because he does acknowledge that at some point, and it's like, no, do you think some people might call it crazy? You fucking soda sanitizing cunt. But how do you go out and just, I'm going to be interviewed today and I'm going to say the most batshit thing ever? I'm going to say something that sounds like I was lobotomized yesterday. I'm going to say something that sounds like I was just born yesterday and then they lobotomized me by fucking the soft spot in my skull. That's what it sounds like. That's the type of shit that would end you to have these kinds of thoughts.
Yeah.
And also acknowledging, I'm not sure if they drink blood or not. And do other things that Satanists do. What things? You've concocted a web of insanity. A fucking yarn that is impossible to untangle. I want this person on the podcast. I want to interview him. I wouldn't even be mean. Because I love this person. He's my new favorite human being in the world. Yeah, he probably he clearly helps with pulling some shit and making the world tantamount, making things actually worse for people. I understand that. But you must also understand that I just had a bitch fit for 5 fucking minutes because I couldn't stop laughing. I thought I would fucking choke because I laughed so hard.
He also.
I hate my laugh, by the way.
Yeah, He also
I
doesn't
wouldn't.
seem to understand what Satanists actually are either.
No, but I love
Because-
his version of Satanism much more than I love
Yeah.
LaVey's version of Satanist.
Yeah.
Satanist. If Satanism actually had blood, I would become a Satanist.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm sorry, like he's my favorite. He's my favorite. I want to keep him. I want him as a pet. I want him to just sit here on my floor while I'm lying on this couch like a fucking Roman empress. And I want him to speak. I just want to listen to him speak. That's all I want to do. This is the best thing you've given to me, Torin.
Yeah, well,
I'm going-
like I said, like I honestly didn't think I did not believe that this article would turn out to be fucking hilarious, and not for a
No,
good,
because
and
how
not,
could
and
you?
not for a good reason.
I will say
Like-
though, the second that you read that headline, I broke.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to get worse. Can I just hear the headline again before I go out and smoke?
Right. Right.
I want to go back in
Trump-
time to before I
Yeah.
had heard this fucking mess of an article.
Yeah. Trump's special election security advisor blames the devil for church pride displays.
It's beautiful. I can't do it. I'm going to be back in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So hold the fort while I'm gone dying. How could you not? I'm sorry. How can you not read that and just know that Max is going to break down today?
So for everyone who will watch this later, right? Just know that for at least 5 minutes, Max completely broke down. I'm still trying to process what I've just read, right? Because it's just chef's kiss. Like you cannot make this shit up, right? Honestly, I'm still trying to process what I've just read. So Trump's special election security advisor blames the devil for church pride displays. Then the subline below it says, and that's not even the weirdest thing he said in a shocking recent interview. So whilst Max is outside, she can still hear me. Let's just,
Yes, I can.
yeah, it's like,
You have to read the fucking title again. Sorry. Now I'm done. I'm done. That's the hardest I laughed in months.
I mean,
Oh. Okay. Compose yourself, Max.
it's,
Okay. Whew.
yeah, I think I'm gonna save this article.
For a rainy day.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Yeah. So.
Max is going to get on his Max is going to get on her little soapbox now and actually like speak about something. I've been seeing a lot of things go around lately about like, and it's natural because the Epstein files are out and like people have pedophilia on their mind, which is a sentence I didn't expect to say today. There's been a bunch of motions and this, I think I might have talked about this earlier. Talking about killing the fucking mood. Now we're going to talk about pedophilia. I really thought that I would be at least a little bit visible when I shut off the lights, but I wasn't. So, okay. And I've been seeing, like, there's been motions about, like, death penalty for pedophiles and stuff like that. Now, I want to preface this by saying that anyone who's ever touched a child, kill yourself. If you've ever sexually abused a child, if you've ever abused a child, non-sexually as well, just do the moral thing from your pathetic, worthless fucking life and kill yourself. I'm not joking.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a child molester, die.
Mm-hmm.
But the death penalty for pedophiles is not a good idea. First and foremost, the death penalty isn't a good idea. We shouldn't have the fucking death penalty. Second of all, and this is counterintuitive, but as most things are, because the thing about common sense, because common sense says, we kill them, we've got rid of them, that's great. But the thing about common sense is that it's not sensible a lot of the time when you actually look at it. And actual logic and stuff is counterintuitive to us. Statistically speaking, first and foremost, we shouldn't have the death penalty because nobody should trust the state with the lives of its citizens. It's simple. Hey, I'm an anarchist. I don't believe in the state. But when you have the death penalty for cases like any type of abuse cases, especially type of abuse cases in which grooming is involved, especially types of abuse cases where, like, grooming is essentially brainwashing.
Yep.
And the horrible thing about being, aside from, the horrible thing is that you've raped a fucking child. But another horrible thing is that you abuse their trust and you break, because a child is hard programmed to trust their parents and their guardians and the people that they care about. And one of the most common ways to manipulate a child as a child molester, trigger warning for this entire conversation, by the way, people. The worst. When you are that child and you someone that you should trust and look up to and love abuses, and then they say, if you tell anyone, I'm going to die. You want pedophiles to die. I want pedophiles to die. Well, I want child molesters to die. People who've never laid hands on a child, I couldn't care less, honestly. Just don't fucking touch children. Regardless of your fantasies. That's not neither here nor there for me. I'm not going to fucking implicate you in the thought crime. But child molesters, I want them to die. You want them to die. Everyone wants them to die. I hope most of them want to die. The child doesn't want them to die. Because the child has put their trust in them. And that trust is being abused constantly. And they're being groomed and being brainwashed. What statistics actually do show is that when there are that type of sentencing, when there is that type of punishment, reporting goes down. What you're doing when you put death penalty for pedophiles into the hands, and people like child molesters are already fucking lying about this to children.
Mm-hmm.
But then you give them carte blanche. You essentially prove them right. And you don't want to be responsible for a person that you love and look up to dying. And we can sit and have this comfortable little discussion like around and like sitting like, oh yes, of course they should die, of course they should be hanged on the streets, yes, hang them from the lampposts. And I agree in essence, but we're not under the thumb of the person who are abusing us. We have safety. We have people. They fucking don't. Oh, I'm going to die, and then you're going to be put into the foster system, and they're going to just abuse you in ways that, like, what we're doing, that's love. That's the type of shit that fucking child molesters do.
Yeah.
The right way to do it is not this. And I've been seeing this going around and saying that death penalty for pedophiles is a bad idea, saying that death penalty for child molesters shouldn't be put through. That's not defending child molesters. That is defending children. It sounds counterintuitive, but statistically speaking, if we look at the numbers, that is not, because you're giving them a weapons by implementing this.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to speak anymore about this. I just needed to get that off my chest because I've been seeing it go around a lot lately, and I needed to say it. And that's also why I needed to fucking compose myself before, because I couldn't do this while cackling like a witch.
Yeah. I agree. And I'll tag this on as well. As an extension to what Max just said. And I'm not gonna say this will be like the same for everyone, but there will be a few.
Yeah.
The death penalty to some will be seen as you are basically, by you giving me the death penalty, you are giving me an easy way out. I don't have to suffer with what I've done. But what I did to that adolescent or child, she'll be harmed forever, and she will have to suffer with that. Whereas, you're right. If we looked at the statistics, right, it would show the complete opposite. And I agree. Like, listen, Max has already said it, right, and I'll say it, like, they should all die. They should all take themselves away, off themselves. But it's like, again, we're not the ones but it wouldn't be for us. It wouldn't help us because it doesn't affect us. It's about the child.
Yeah.
Why the child should be the ones receiving help, because because not only have they been through horrendous abuse, right? Abuse is abuse, regardless of the severity. So I just want to make that clear, right? It's also the manipulation, and the torment, right? The crocodile tears. Oh, it'll never happen. You trust me, don't you? All of that bollocks. So right. Yeah, so
and
I
also,
just wanted to add that on.
Yeah. And also, like, just on a general level, never give the state power to kill its people.
No.
That's a bad idea. And also, we're living in a world where queer and trans and any type of person is labeled a pedophile. This is not going to be used well. But again, mainly safeguarding for children, and this isn't safeguarding to put the death penalty on child molestation, because what it does is it gives us an easy out. It gives us an easy way to deal with it. Yeah, we just kill them. And then we don't have to think about it. But we do have to think about it. It's a serious fucking topic. We can't treat this like we can't just toss it away because it makes us uncomfortable. Oh, it makes you uncomfortable. Yeah, it fucking should. So find a way that works. You don't get to get an easy out from this. You don't get to just find the nicest and easiest way to do it.
No. But then also,
Take it fucking seriously.
But then, you know, those people in those positions who, you know, just casually toss aside, oh yeah, we'll give them a death penalty because it will solve everything. No, it won't. It won't solve everything for the child, the parents, the community, but also, like, it may benefit you because you're probably making money off of the prison, off of the private prison system in America, like specifically, where they make money, but you're also not actually fixing the system.
No.
So
and also,
all what you're doing is a revolving door. Like, you know, like you're not fixing it. You've got the blinders on. You're not paying attention. You're not actually fixing the root cause, right? Again, listen, our system in the UK is not perfect by any stretch. So I'm not paying the side game here, right? All prison systems are fucked, right? But it's like, and I'll even go one further. Like, if they truly cared, you know, Jeffrey Epstein, he had an ankle monitor, right? He was allowed to go out of prison, right, every day to his office, right, and he was still allowed. In other words, he was still getting away with abusing children whilst he still had an ankle monitor.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
I'm sorry, not to mention, like, and yeah, it gives an easy out because it makes you feel good. It gives you like, oh, this makes me personally feel like justice has been served.
Yeah.
But this isn't about justice. It isn't. It's about safeguarding children. Justice as a concept, sorry, you're not going to get it here.
But it's never justice for the child, for the teenager, for the woman, because they are always constantly punished for something that they never did.
Yeah.
But it's a system that punishes them because the system failed them. But because the system is so fucked, and the people who run the system are too far gone in their thinking and their behaviours, they can't recognise that. That's why it's taken, 20 years or more, and the survivors of Epstein are still fighting to get recognition.
Yeah.
And it's like, and again, the UK, the prison system in the UK is fucked. It's a complete joke, right? They're arresting people who sell weed, and they're getting prison sentences longer than murderers, which is completely fucked. Right, the whole system is fucked. But if you've got survivors, Epstein survivors, who are still fighting for justice 20, 30 years on, then what's that saying to you?
Yeah.
You know.
Ooh. And now I'm going to have to go to sleep
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
fucking I knocked myself out with that fucking laughing fit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So yeah.
clip that and put it up as a trailer for this episode because Jesus fucking Christ, I did not expect to die today.
No. So yeah. So you saw Max nearly die. And, and then we ended on an important, 10-minute discussion. So yeah, hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
Hope you don't. I hope you don't choke or lose air. Watching the fit. We'll be back next week, same time.
Yes.
And I will be keeping the article for a rainy day. Because you never know. I might read it again next week. Or maybe not. Depends.
Just whenever you feel like I need cheering up, just pull that one out without warning me.
Yeah, I will. But yeah, that will be it. As always, stay safe. Look after your mental health.
And give me drugs.
Yeah.
Just for free. Give me drugs for free.
But yeah, that will be it. So yeah, we will see you next week. Bye.
Now we will. Bye.